Hey, how's it going guys? This is John from UDS and welcome to our review of R-Type Final 2, where we're going to reveal everything you need to know before you play. If you're a fan of all things video games and want to have a chat with us, make sure to check out our Discord server. And of course you can always subscribe here for more reviews and features every single week. You're not going to want to miss it. During the golden age of arcades, few games captured people's attention and coins quite like 1987's R-Type. The side-scrolling sci-fi shoot-'em-up was famed for its stunning visuals and addictive yet at times punishing gameplay. As an ace pilot of the R9 Arrowhead, you're tasked with defeating the evil Bydo, a powerful alien race hell-bent on wiping out all of humanity. The last arcade game to be distributed directly by Nintendo, it spawned a series that has had its ups and downs over the years, but has never really seemed to capture the same spark that made the original so iconic. After a few sporadic releases, some only appearing in Japan, the series has laid dormant for over a decade. That is until the Kickstarter campaign for R-Type Final 2 appeared a couple of years ago, on April 1st no less. But rather than being a gag, it turned out to be very real. A sequel to 2004's R-Type Final for the PS2, it's an interesting choice for a sequel to put it kindly. R-Type Final is often considered one of the weaker entries in the franchise, criticised for veering too much from its predecessors with excessive camera cuts and overly muddled level design. But that wasn't enough to put off long-time R-Type fans, and after a successful funding campaign, this latest entry is now released for everyone to check out. But does it revive the series' iconic roots, or is it the final nail in its coffin? Watch on to find out. The biggest relief is that the level design is infinitely better than the original R-Type Final. It feels much more like a revamped version of the original game, even lifting characters and areas that series veterans will instantly remember. The enemy design is super impressive as well, combining elements of techno and biological influence to great effect. The original Bydo sprites were heavily inspired by the likes of H.R. Giger's Alien, and it's really good to see that pedigree is still very much there. It just gives everything a sense of authenticity and reverence that the previous games in the series had sorely been lacking. And this isn't really too much of a shock, as the team behind it includes talent from IREM, the studio that first developed R-Type way back in the day. Not only are the levels well made, but they're also a dream to traverse. The controls are tight and responsive, and while the challenge is still very much there, it never feels unfair, which is the most important thing. And if things do get a bit too much, you can adjust the difficulty down, including to the condescendingly titled Kids mode. I don't need to be reminded of how bad I am at video games, I already know this, gosh. And when it comes to what you're traversing the levels in, we've come a long way from the humble R9 Arrowhead. Not only do you have an embarrassment of choice when it comes to what ships you can pilot, but you also have a ton of customization and upgrade options for each as well. If I was being really harsh, I might argue that the vast majority of the base models look a little bit generic, but that might just be personal choice. Ultimately, it's a small gripe, as you'll be spending most of the time looking at the world around you instead, where the visuals really shine. And this is all augmented by a stellar soundtrack. It's sort of a mix between the score of Mass Effect crossed with cheesy 90s Europop. What I mean is that it has that sci-fi edge, but just with a touch of retro campiness, which is probably a good way of describing the entire game to be honest. Overall, R-Type Final 2 is a triumph. It combines a sense of familiarity and reverence for what's come before while innovating and updating when necessary. It doesn't reinvent the wheel, or lack of I guess in this case, but it really didn't need to. Instead, if this is to be the last R-Type game, it's one hell of a send-off. But the question is, have you had a chance to play it yet, or are you looking forward to checking it out? Please let me know in the comments below, I would genuinely love to read your thoughts. And while you're down there, don't forget to subscribe for more videos on games new and old every single week. My name is Tom, we've been UDS, and I'll see you next time.